I'm going to do right now is walk through Zingtree through a couple of different ways that our users might apply the platform. We'll start with a customer self-help scenario. We will then follow on by switching roles and show what the agent experience might be for a similar use case or a connected use case. Let's start here with this web page that I have displayed. For our demo purposes today, it is a support page from a consumer electronics brand that we probably all recognize. And I'm simulating what a customer might do if I had purchased a television and I was having some problems with the product, and I wanted to come online to see if I could do some troubleshooting through their guides. And this is a simulated page, but very similar to what Sony uses. They were trying to move away from a scenario where they were showing support pages with lots and lots of links. There were nested pages trying to determine what type of products you must get to for the right links for troubleshooting. They wanted to create a more simplified experience. What you're seeing now is Zingtree being displayed here in the middle of the screen. We're going to start with some troubleshooting options. Let's just say for today my TV is having trouble turning on and off. I select this button, and now I drill directly into a process to work through Zingtree to see if I can fix my problem. You can see here this is a standard node in a Zingtree decision tree. All I need to do as the end user is to begin to just read the instruction and the prompts that are provided to me and make the selection that's closest to my situation. The flow will guide me to the right steps to fix my problem. What I can do is select I'm having a problem with the TV turning on and off. Rather than show nested page after page to get to the right model, I'm just going to ask a few questions. With this TV, I'm using an Android operating system. It's going to ask me what version of Android I'm using. Using Zingtree's data entry fields, which can be displayed in several formats, I just select Android 6 and continue. Using the variables that I entered, the tree drops me here to the first step in trying to fix this problem that I have going on. In this case, they've combined several steps here, and you can see it's very easy for the tree authors to create content to put into this node, dragging and dropping images that might provide more detail, and walking me through steps to see if I can form this soft reset and fix my problem. After I have completed that as the customer, I could either indicate, yes, this worked, and I would come to an end to this, and it would be recorded in the Zingtree as a successful session. But if I didn't, I could come here, and the next step might be to reach out to support. And by clicking this button, now I'm taken to an interface where I can enter some information. And I can go ahead and submit this ticket. Now, using Zingtree's standard integrations, we can do several things behind the scenes. In this case, using a Salesforce integration, we have created a ticket that will appear over in our Salesforce case management or ticket management system. If I switch gears for a moment and start to work as an agent, I can come in here into a standard Salesforce queue. If I just refresh this, we'll see that ticket that I just created for Bill Johnson is now here at the top. If I were a customer service agent, I could select this item and this case record would open. And you can notice that some of the variables that I picked up from the self-help session have come across. For example, I can see its bill, the associated phone number, the associated email address, the note that I entered, and I can see all the information about the type of issue I was having. Anything that happened in that customer self-help session can be collected and provided back to the agent when they begin to start working this ticket. Maybe I would work with this in an integrated format where I was using a dialer and reaching out to Bill to see if I could give him a call and fix his television. You can see also that the script for this type of troubleshooting scenario is automatically loaded for the agent, so they know exactly where to start. You can see, hi, am I speaking with Bill? My name is Nick. All this information came dynamically into the script based on the name in the ticket and who I'm logged in as today. I can see you're having an issue with your Bravia TV because that came over from the self-help session. Now I can start to move into the next steps as the agent to go to a second level of troubleshooting, and I can start to ask questions and continue through this troubleshooting process simply by following prompts and following the script. The point of this is that it makes it really easy for even brand new agents who have just joined the organization and haven't even really had a full onboarding session yet to learn all of this troubleshooting information. They can be very effective in their job day one if they can read and click and work through these trees. That means they can provide value with very little training. A couple things to note, we are collecting some breadcrumbs history throughout the session, and you can see that if I ever wanted to navigate back, I could click this and go back to a previous question if an answer didn't turn out to be accurate. I also can go back or restart the session. If the agent gets to a step in the tree and determines that something isn't right, I could come in here and say, please add new information on the new model. This would send feedback to the author of this tree to realize, hey, something's changed in this process or in the product, and we need to go update some documentation to help the agents have something more accurate. If I continue forward, I continue with the instructions one step at a time. Again, we could be dropping anything into these nodes with videos or diagrams or pictures of hardware to help someone understand exactly what needs to happen. Let's just say in this case, we have reached a successful conclusion. You can see the call wrap-up has been provided, and we are successful in helping Bill fix his TV.